Hello and welcome to this quick look at how to work out the number of carbon atoms in a sample of an organic molecule using Avogadro's constant. So what they want you to do is to work out which sample contains the greatest number of carbon atoms. Now at first glance it's quite difficult to work this out because there's two things going on. There's the mass of the sample present, but then there's a number of carbon atoms that each sample has. So to do this, you need to look at what connects the number of carbon atoms with the mass, and that's going to be the moles. So what you've got to do to get that is to work out the number of molecules in the sample times the carbon atoms in the formula. The moles comes into it to work out the number of molecules in the sample, because 1 mole of anything contains 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 molecules, which is your Avogadro's number. So for A, I'm going to divide 20 grams by the molar mass. So the molar mass here is 94 grams per mole. That gives me 0.123 moles. So multiplying the moles times the Avogadro number will give you the number of molecules. So putting that through my calculator gives me 1.28 times 10 to the power of 23. What I now need to look at is how many carbon atoms do I have in total. So I have 6 carbon atoms. So I take that 1.28 times 10 to the 23 molecules and I multiply it up 6 times, because for every molecule I've got 6 carbon atoms. So that gives me 7.69 times 10 to the 23. I then go on to B and do the same thing. This time round, I've only got 1, 2, 3. So 3 carbon atoms. So multiply my number of molecules this time by 3. That's 7.32 times 10 to the 23. Going on to C, it's 40 grams this time by 44 grams per mole, divided by 44 grams per mole. So that's your 12 plus 3 plus another 12 plus another 1 plus 16 gives you 44. So it's 0.909 moles this time. Again, multiply by Avogadro's number, and you get 5.47 times 10 to the 23. This time, you can see there's only 2 carbon atoms present in the molecule, so therefore that's doubled. That gives you 1.09 times 10 to the power of 24. Finally, for D, precisely the same calculation gives you 9.41 times 10 to the power of 23. Now, there's only 1 carbon atom present here, so the number of molecules times 1 is the number of carbon atoms. So you can clearly see that the largest number is 1.09 times 10 to the power of 24. So therefore that gives it answer C. Okay, hopefully it's been a useful look at how to approach this question. As always, thanks for listening, and until next time, see you soon.